So one day, I'm just casually surfing the web, right? And I stumble into this TRPG community. At the time, I thought TRPG was just another random game genre. But no, these people were out here sharing insane stories like, I just married the goblin from the tutorial level. Wait, hold up. There's a game where you can do that? I googled Dungeons and Dragons immediately, expecting a game download. But all I find are these weird looking books, so I think, oh, must be some hidden indie game. No, the book was the game. Instant disappointment. And not just because I hate reading, but because TRPGs require multiple friends. Of course I have little ass, you know. Luckily, I found a local TRPG meetup near my house, a gathering for lonely philosophers like me. Let's go. First step was absolutely character creation. I'm not gonna play some basic elf archer or dwarf warrior. No. My masterpiece was Arcadius. His class is the Seeker of Emptiness who hunts truth in the shadows. Surely my GM would rise from his chair and applaud this brilliance. But he just glances at my character sheet and goes, there's no Seeker of Emptiness in the rulebook. How about Thief? Thief? You want Arcadius, the Seeker of Emptiness, to pickpockets? What is this? A storytelling game or a corporative spreadsheet? My grand narrative just got deleted with 5 words. Not in the rulebook. So yeah,
Down.
I became a thief, you know. Anyway, the game begins. In front of you lies the lair of the Goblin tribe. 2 guards stand by the sealstone gates. My turn. I won't assassinate them. I won't bribe them. That's what a thief would do. I walk up to the guards, stare into their eyes, and ask, why do you guard this gate? Are you sure what you truly seek lies beyond it? Or are you just hollow puppets? Obeying orders? Beautiful. They'll drop weapons and run away sobbing. I can feel it. But the GM just pauses for 3 seconds and says, is it a persuasion roll? Or intimidation? Anyway, roll a d20. Excuse me? You're telling me the outcome of my soul-shattering monologue depends on a piece of plastic? I thought this game was about narrative control. Well, of course I roll a 1. The goblin squints at Arcadius, says, what's this weirdo babbling about? And punches you in the face. Take 4 damage. 2 minutes in, and Arcadius the cosmic philosopher gets sucker punched by a goblin. And because my lowest stat was HP, I literally had to roll a death save. Meanwhile, the dwarf warrior rolls a natural 20, smashes open the gates, loots a magic axe, and starts screaming.
Glory and blood!
That's when it hit me. TRPGs aren't games of free will, they're simulations of determinism. A cruel RNG simulator. Like, I was betrayed by its product description and reviews. Where's my goblin wife? Anyway, we reach our first boss fight. Grogor, the worm-mad ogre. Covered in scars, eyes full of rage. The dwarf's hyped, screaming
Blood, glory!
like a maniac. Meanwhile, I'm analyzing the ogre's soul. Those scars, they're not from battle. They're wounds of irony. He's not mad, he's in pain. He fights because he can't find a reason not to. Arcadius' turn. No stealth, no tricks. He just steps forward. Grogor, did you choose to wield that club, or was it given to you? Is your title Worm-mad your choice, or just a label forced upon you by others? Your madness, is it not the cry of a soul longing for love? The GM gives me that look. The I love this but I hate you kind of grin. Arcadius, the rulebook says Grogor has an intelligence of 5, which means he's immune to verbal reasoning. So he decides to kill the loudest person first. Wait, what? Roll a d20. Oh, sorry. You don't have to. He auto hits. Post perk. Let's see, his damage is 12. 12? My HP is 8. I literally doubled my health after Goblin incident. How is this balanced? So stupidity is above now? You're telling me being dumb makes you immune to philosophy? Meanwhile, the dwarf and that dwarf with intelligence 6 rolls another 20 and one-shots Grogor with his shiny axe. The mighty warlord who battled all his life dies to a guy who was drooling an hour ago. And that's when I realized, this game isn't philosophy. It's statistics. My ideals, my emotions, my choices. None of it mattered before the all-powerful probability table. The dice are God. They record, judge, and decide all things. We just dance on the edges of their rolls. Then the GM asked me softly, "Arcadius, any last words?" Covered in blood, I whisper, "The dice sealed my fate, but it was I who chose to roll." The GM pauses. He's kinda impressed. "Whoa, that's actually pretty deep. You're right. You thought it was all your choice until the dice hit the table." Perfect metaphor for human existence. We think we're free, but really, we're bound by invisible rules. The rulebook and the dice. Arcadius died, but as a philosopher, he won. TRPGs taught me something about life. In this game we call existence, our stats are pre-assigned, our rulebook is written by society, and the dice are rolled by circumstance. All we can do is choosing our role. So yeah, life is a role-playing game, and what matters isn't how often you succeed, but how beautifully you fail. Arcadius got punched by a goblin and crushed by an ogre, but he still asked what it means to exist. That wasn't just a death. That was narrative closure. Let's be honest, getting philosophical about life is basically this channel's default ending, right?